You're listening to Clearview Today with Dr. Abadan Shah, the daily show that engages mind and heart for the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm Ryan Hill.
I'm John Galantis.
And you can find us online at clearviewtodayshow.com. Or if you have any questions for Dr. Shah or suggestions for new topics, send us a text to 252-582-5028, or you can email us at contact@clearviewtodayshow.com.
That's right. You guys can help us keep the conversation moving forward by supporting the show. You can share it online with your friends and family. Leave us a good 5-star review on iTunes or Spotify, anywhere you get your podcasting content from. We're looking for absolutely nothing less than 5 stars for any reason. We're going to leave a couple of links right there in the description so you can do just that.
The verse of the day today is coming to you from John chapter 8, verse 12. Then Jesus spoke to them again, saying, I am the light of the world. He who follows me shall not walk in darkness, but have the light of life.
Jesus made a lot of statements like these, statements that begin with I am. He didn't do it one time. He didn't do it 2 times. He didn't do it 3 times. He did it 7 times.
7 times.
I am statements. By the way, there's a great series by Dr. Abadan Shah on YouTube right now that goes through the I am statements. We might link to that in the description if I feel so inclined to do so. But, these comments echo the words of God to Moses. In Exodus chapter 3, where Moses asks, who do I say sent me? And God tells Moses, you tell the people I am who I am. I am has sent me to you. And so when Jesus says this, it implies the simplest expression of God's nature. He just is. He must be. And Jesus is equating himself to God.
And this wouldn't have been lost on Jesus' audience either. Sometimes we feel like the disciples or the Pharisees were just like, huh? What? I don't understand what you meant, Jesus. No, they absolutely would have picked up on this I am language.
Oh, yeah.
That's why the Pharisees had such a problem. They're like, he's claiming to be God.
Right.
And the disciples were not confused about who Jesus was. They
100%.
knew that this meant that he was the one that they've been waiting for, the Son of God.
That's exactly right. Every single verse that we bring you here on this show is brought to you by the Date the Word app. We're going to leave some information right there in the show notes so you can get to it. Ryan, my friend, I've got a question for you.
Here comes the money.
Here comes the money.
That run was nice.
Thank you, buddy. All right, I'm going to give you $1 million, and I want you to pick a celebrity. Just pick any celebrity that pops into your mind.
Oh, let's say Kid Rock.
All right, Kid Rock. Oh, yeah, Kid Rock. $1 million.
Uh-huh.
This is kind of funny to me. Any photo that you take for the rest of your life, if you're in it, or just any photo that you take, Kid Rock is in the background. He's just there.
Like, there's like photobombing in the background, like leaning over waving.
He's sometimes. Other times he's just there.
He's just like in the crowd.
Like if you take a restaurant of your wife at like dinner,
yeah.
He's at a table in the background just eating. He's not going to come up to you. He's not going to bother you. Sometimes he might photobomb, but he's not.
Just in the background.
Yeah, he's not actually there in real life. Like, he doesn't follow you around, none of that stuff.
My initial inclination is yes. Does this include like professional portraits?
Yes.
So like family photos,
yes.
He's in the background.
Family photos, wedding photos. If you're in the photo, or if it's a photo you take. So like, okay,
So fast forward, let's say Hartley's getting married.
Hartley's getting married.
Okay. The photos of her and her husband.
Fine.
Not in there.
No.
Family pictures or photos of like the father of the bride.
He's
Kid Rock
in
is
the background.
In the background.
He's in the background. Now, he may be, it's just a
way
crapshoot.
far off, just blurred, hiding behind a tree.
Could be. Or he could be like right behind y'all cheesing. Sometimes it's just a roll of the dice. You don't know. In the photo, or if it's a photo you take. So if you take pictures on Hartley's wedding, like just from the audience or whatever, yeah, Kid Rock's going to be in the background. He might be at the altar. I don't know. Shoot.
I'd probably take that.
Yeah?
I'd probably take it.
I think I would take it. Too.
Yeah, I'd probably take it.
I mean, look, Kid Rock, he's not that.
That's
if
fine.
it was someone like Michael Moore or someone like, who's someone I really wouldn't want in my pictures? Beetlejuice. I think I was be like, no, I wouldn't take it. But Kid Rock, he's pretty inoffensive.
He's in every third picture. You got to take pictures 3 times and he appears in the third one.
Yeah. No, I was talking, well, yeah, sure. I was talking about different Beetlejuice, but I would take it. I would take it. Would you guys take it? Not taking Kid Rock in the background of all your pictures?
I'd take it.
Really? For $1 million, Nick?
fine.
You're taking it? You take it? Yeah, I figured you would take it. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's our answer. Let's ask Dr. Shah.
Write in and let us know if you would take that $1 million, but is it Kid Rock for everybody?
I'll
Sure,
say
let's
they
say-
can pick the celebrity.
Oh, okay. All right, you pick your celebrity.
Kid Rock. Yeah, let's do Kid Rock for everybody.
Kid Rock for you. Write in and let us know $1 million, but would you
That's
take
the
that?
funniest
Kid
celebrity
Rock
you could have picked.
in your in the background of your photos, 252-582-5028, or you can visit us online at clearviewtodayshow.com. Stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
Hey, what's going on, listeners? My name is John.
And I'm Ellie.
And we just want to take a second and let you know about Dr. Shaw's new book on the market right now called Can We Recover the Original Text of the New Testament? Boy, that is a long title.
True, but it's a very simple message. The original text of the New Testament is not only attainable, but there are lots of different ways that scholars go about discovering it.
There's a lot of people out there saying that the original text is lost forever, or that it's hopeless to actually try to find it, or that there's many texts of the New Testament. But alongside Dr. David Allen Black, Dr. Shaw has actually compiled papers from some of the world's leading experts in textual criticism, including one written by himself on various methodologies for extracting the original text. And listen, if you're interested in textual criticism, this book is a great introduction to the field.
You can pick up your copy on Amazon, or you can buy it from our church website. That's clearviewbc.org. We're going to leave a link in the description box so you can get your copy today.
Love that. Ellie, let's hop back in.
Let's do it.
Welcome back to Clearview Today with Dr. Abadan Shah, the daily show that engages mind and heart for the gospel of Jesus Christ. You can visit us online at clearviewtodayshow.com, or if you have any questions or suggestions for new topics, send us a text to 252-582-5028.
Right you are, Ryan, and we are here once again in the we're here in the Clearview Today studio with Dr. Abadan Shah, who's a PhD. Oh, I was gonna. You messed
What was
me
that?
up. No,
I messed you
yeah,
up.
because you were doing a good job, and I was proud of you. But I was gonna say we're here in the Clearview Today studio with drum roll, please.
Softly.
Yeah, that's Dr. Abadan Shah.
Tiniest of drum.
It's quiet because we're being quiet in the.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, we're being real quiet in the Clearview Today studio today. It's probably gonna sound normal.
Probably. Yeah,
You were
probably
doing
sounds
good,
like
and I was proud of you. So I was like, right you are, Ryan. I had no reason
Okay.
to, but it threw me off. And
right you are.
I wish you hadn't done that.
Well.
Dr. Shaw, $1 million. We're going to give you $1 million today on the Clearview
Okay.
Today show. Bob Barker, not Bob Barker, Ed McMahon style check
Ed
and
McMahon.
everything. But every single photo you take, Kid Rock is in the background.
No.
He's just you didn't even think about it.
No.
Not for $1 million.
Well,
Such a random thing.
Like, think about all the photos you took in England. Like Kid Rock.
He would
What is
always
he
be
doing?
there.
He's not like in your photo. He's just in the background
Is
somewhere.
he singing?
No, sometimes he's just like looking at the wall. He's just like kind of
Okay,
there.
then I'm okay. If he's singing, then no.
No.
He's just like milling about in the crowd
Like
for
he's
some
not
reason.
actually. It's just when you take the photo, he's just in the background. But
He's not like photo bombing.
Yeah, he's not there with you.
Yeah, okay. I'm fine with that. I'll take
It could be like a Where's Waldo sort of thing where
Okay,
he's just there.
I'm fine with that.
You'll
As
take-
long as he's not singing. I'm not ready for his music.
I don't blame you.
No.
I don't blame you one bit.
as we should not be.
Can you imagine going to England and Kid Rock is there? Just like, would you take that same tour with him there with you?
No. The
I wouldn't.
places we went to were like beautiful cathedrals, with beautiful stained glass windows,
course.
historical places,
Places of reverence. You want
reverence and history and meaning, and then Kid Rock.
Yeah.
It's just-
It just does not.
He's like,
not fit.
woohoo!
No, sir, see yourself out, please. I have to be in the background of his picture.
Sir, this is Westminster Abbey. You
What?
need to leave. You need to
What?
put your shirt on and leave.
Sweet home Alabama.
Oh gosh.
We're continuing our discussion about your recent trip to England, Dr. Shaw, you and Nicole. We've talked about so many things. I feel like just it's difficult to kind of keep pace with
Yeah.
everywhere that you've been. The British Museum and Stratford-upon-Avon, seeing all of Shakespeare's life and his home and Anne Hathaway's home. I mean, just life-changing, just transformative.
Yes, and this was a trip. I've been dreaming on this trip for a long time because from England we get a lot of our history,
Yeah.
we get literature. The greatest gift that the British or the English have given to the world is literature. That's what I would say.
That's true.
Literature.
Yeah.
Yes, bits and pieces of Christianity, but literature would be the biggest one.
Yeah.
So going there was a big deal for me because I could now go to the places that I've been reading about for 40 plus years. I would say 50 years almost. I mean, I'm there. So it was exciting for me. At the same time, the reason we're walking through this is not just to go over my itinerary in England, but also to learn from this trip why, should I say it, America is better. But I mean, why
Hey man, that's where we at.
Why, great things.
Yeah.
Love the history, but at the same time, I prefer here.
True. Sometimes it
prefer
takes that. Sometimes it takes going somewhere else to make you realize those things that you either take for granted or you just don't realize that other nations don't have.
Right,
The freedoms that they don't have or the culture that they don't have that you enjoy at home.
That's
like
right.
for me, we say this on the show all the time, but like I was born here. I was born in America. I was born in the same town that I'm in right now. And so for me, it's like, this is just what normal life is like. But, for you growing up and for a lot of people growing up, that's not what it was like. And
Yeah.
so what I take as normal is actually an enormous privilege.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Right. Well, so now we come to day 3. Day 3, day 2, we arrived in Oxford. Not Oxford, North Carolina, in Granville County, but this is Oxford.
A bunch of people listening on the radio just perked up.
Yeah, in England.
Yeah.
And this is where Oxford University is. And that was a big deal for me because all my life I heard Oxford and Cambridge. And then to be there.
Wow.
But we were staying outside of Oxford, like central Oxford, I would say. That's where the universities are. That's where the colleges are. That's where the university is. So we were a little bit on the outskirts, like maybe a 10-minute or 5-minute bus ride. That's it. 5-minute bus ride, and you're inside Oxford Central area.
Right.
And we stayed at a bed and breakfast. And loved it. That was like a couple 100-year-old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know
like
that.
300-year-old building and a house that was turned into a bed and breakfast. So that in itself was very special.
Comfortable?
Yes, I would say. So. First night wasn't. First night we got put into a room that was probably 3/4 of this room.
Really small.
Yeah.
This is already kind of it's a pretty big room, but with all the equipment.
That's pretty tiny.
But I wouldn't
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to like sleep in this room.
No.
And we had 6 suitcases.
Oh,
Wow.
man. Somebody goofed up there.
Yeah. 4 check-ins, like 2 for Nicole, 2 for
Right.
me, 4 check-ins, and then 2 checked suitcases, as well as our backpacks.
Yeah, no, that's too small, man. The room too small.
And we tried to put it in there, and we put it inside the closet. It was tough. But the guy was real nice. He said, look, tomorrow morning, so-and-so guest is checking out. You're going to get that room. Please just hang in there.
There you go.
And I was like, okay, sounds
That's good customer service, man. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, he
Take
was very
care of you.
nice.
And I
Very
didn't
nice.
think the British were really known for that.
No, this guy, he was British. He was not English.
Oh,
Let's just put it
got
that
big
way.
difference.
There's a difference.
Got you.
And I think he was Italian, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
Like Italian, British
Okay.
guy.
Nice.
So anyways, we next morning got up, had breakfast there. Nice breakfast, actually. You can see the picture right there for those who are watching
Ooh, yeah, let us know.
online.
Cool.
That's,
Beautiful.
Yeah,
I like that.
breakfast is there.
There you go.
And then he gave us information. And then from there, we went off to Yarnton Manor. Yarnton Manor is a little bit further out from where we were living. Living? Why am I saying living?
From staying.
Staying, not living. Because I'm thinking bed and breakfast. So
Right,
immediately I
right.
think about bed means living there.
Yeah.
But so we were driving now. So I drove to Yarnton Manor and began to drive in. And that's where my professor was. So we were going to meet up with them and spend some time together. And I felt like I was pulling up. If you have watched Pride and Prejudice, this was Pemberley.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I mean, right there. That's the picture
That's
right
it,
there.
right
Yeah,
there,
that's
man.
beautiful.
Looks like what's that show Nicole loves?
Well, she likes Pride and Prejudice. She
You
likes,
think about Downton Abbey?
Downton Abbey. Yeah, I know that's not.
Downton Abbey.
And she actually was able to go to that.
She went to
the Highclere Castle. That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is Yarnton Manor, which is, like I said, outside of Oxford, and is bought by an American who is a Christian, and he's converting this into a conference center, a venue
love
for
that.
meetings and papers and academia, as well as there's going to be a library next to it, and he's already building that library up.
Awesome.
So he's taking an old historic building, because this right here was was somehow connected to the Windsor people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's taking an existing building and converting that into this venue, but maintaining its historic look.
Wow. And
So-
it's for like
Christian-
academic Christian academics.
Yes,
Wow. Nice.
Yes, Christian academics. So
Love it.
you can see inside. This is what it looks like
Bro, you'll-
inside.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Bro,
just
you'll probably be there a
gorgeous.
lot then.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. I mean, just Nicole was like, "I'm in love with this place."
I can imagine. Look at that.
I mean, it looks like a
Wow.
dream. It looks
yeah.
like a fairy tale.
Yeah. So I mean,
that.
look at the windows.
Yeah.
Wow.
Aren't they nice?
Incredible.
And so there's yours truly
Yep.
sitting here with Nicole. And
Dude, I love it. I want to take the camera over there and start filming some stuff.
Well, that'd be great.
Beautiful.
I could get some permits over there.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, if the guy's doing that for Christian academics, I mean,
Yeah. Hey.
no
We
chance,
could
no,
work some things out.
no problem.
We could work some things out. That's me over there pretending to read. So anyways, it was great to see somebody turning this venue into a Christian, this old historic home, or kind of really a manor,
Yeah.
into a Christian venue.
Would you say that's the not the norm in Europe?
Oh, I was just about to ask that question.
To be
Yeah.
wanting to preserve, not even preserve, but wanting to set something aside for the purpose of bolstering Christianity.
It's rare. Plus, this guy is not even
Oh, that's true. He's American.
He's American.
That's right. I forgot about
And
that.
he has something very similar in Texas now here. So he's really kind of helping promote academia among evangelicals. if I can
Now,
say.
did you go to this place, to Yarnton Manor, with Dr. Robinson?
No, well, we went,
Okay.
but separately.
Okay.
So he came with his wife a day later. We came Monday morning. He came Tuesday morning.
Okay.
And then we met up on Wednesday morning.
At the conference?
No, the day before the conference.
Okay.
And we decided to go looking around. The place we wanted to see, by the way, check out this church. This church was right next to Yarnton Manor.
Wow.
Okay, so this is Yarnton Manor, and this is the church. This is Yarnton Manor,
Uh-huh.
right?
Right.
This is the church right next to it. This church is like 400 some years old.
Wow.
That's incredible.
So we so look at the graves over
yeah, I
there.
know. That's like leaning over.
So I feel bad for our listeners because they cannot.
Yeah, you can't be seeing them.
You really imagine in your mind's eye.
Hey,
if you
look,
will.
that's why we tell y'all, man. There's a video podcast. Y'all got to watch that too.
Yes. Check out. This is inside that church.
Looks like Statler and Waldorf up top. I like that.
Check this. Check this out. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I was looking at the top. I was looking at the decorations up top in the plaque. There's like people in the fireplace.
Yeah.
Is that a fireplace?
No. It's a grave.
Oh, I thought they were like burning the people in the fireplace.
No.
I thought it was like a
No,
fireplace.
this is look at the date on that.
1608. Wow.
That's from 1608.
That's incredible.
Okay. Look at this right here. Okay. All right. This right here is these are the people who helped build
Gosh,
it.
look at the detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And that's from like about the same time period. If we can look down here, you will see something 1680s, something like that.
Look at the clarity on that
Yeah.
shot, man.
And guess what? Where I'm standing, I don't think I got a picture of that. Where I'm standing is Dr. Robinson.
There he
here.
is. Look at it, man. That guy looks kind of cool
Yeah, that's Dr.
with
Robinson.
his 4 glasses on.
Yeah, I know. But I wish I had gotten a picture because this was in their nursery.
That's in there now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is where I'm standing. There were toys and mats, but that's where they had childcare.
In that exquisite room with that gigantic statue.
Yes, this
Wow.
on in front of this.
That's in the nursery too.
Yes, the nursery is there. The nursery is there.
They got like a sculpture of 3 people in a grave in the nursery.
Well, no, that is the nursery.
Oh.
That whole area is a nursery.
Oh.
Well.
That's where they had childcare,
Huh.
like weekday childcare.
Wow.
So when I
Wow.
walked in with Nicole, they're like, "Oh, you're here with the baby." I said, "No, we just wanted to see the church." "Oh, come on in. Feel free to look around. Our church is from the 1600s." And
That's
I
incredible.
was like, "Oh, okay." And I said, "Can I keep looking?" He's like, "Yes. This is. Please excuse the toys." And I was like, "Okay." I'm glad.
Are they also from the 1600s,
Yeah, it's like
or-
really ornate. Everything's from like pre-America days, and then it's
There's
like
a Tonka truck right
yeah,
there.
there's like
Yeah.
a Tonka truck,
Oh,
like a
yeah.
little speak and spell,
Yeah, they had a little
or
mats
speak
on
and
the
say,
floor.
I should say.
Wow.
So I was amazed.
That's kind of
This right here is, as you can see, Dr. Robinson and Nicole.
What's up with his glass? So, okay, I got to ask you this. I don't know if we've ever talked about this on the show. Traveling with Dr. Robinson. That's an event. That could be an episode in
I
and
feel
of
like that
itself.
needs to be a series.
Yeah.
It's a series.
Traveling with Dr. Robinson.
Was he on point this one, or is it like, no, this was also like Traveling with Dr. Robinson?
And this was close enough, but his wife was there.
Oh, so she was keeping him in line.
Okay, he was
Got
just keeping him in line.
Got you. How much McDonald's did you eat?
We did not eat any
No,
McDonald's.
Dr. Robinson, man, I gotta give you some respect.
Yeah,
my
not
friend.
this time.
Proud
His
of
wife
you.
was there. So
I was going to say, wife was there, so probably no McDonald's.
Shout out to can I call him Doc Robinson?
You can.
I'm not going to, out of respect. But proud of you though.
I thought you were going to say, here's to you, Mrs. Robinson.
There you go.
So what he really wanted me to do was
Mm-hmm.
go see the grave site of John Bergen. John Bergen was a dean over at Oxford University, and he was a defender of the Byzantine text. Now, as you know, I like the Byzantine text.
Right.
I lean in that direction. And so he said, you want to see John Bergen's grave? I was like, absolutely. Where do you find it? So he's like, let's drive into Oxford. And I'm like, but I've been told don't drive into Oxford because there's no place to park. Oh no, we can find there's parking places near the graveyard. I'm like, okay. I was like, but I've heard that don't park. They said, no, we can find it.
At that point, did you believe him, or were you like, I'm just gonna go along
No, I'm
with
going
this?
to go along with this. I think it's going to be not good. Here's the thing. It turned out to be okay this time.
Yeah.
All right. So we went to what's known as Hollywell Cemetery. This is it right here. This is a sign right there, Hollywell Cemetery. And this is an old cemetery, as you can see, with graves. In the Doomsday Book of 1086, the land was listed as meadow.
Wow,
Goodness, 1086. Wow.
bro.
This land was there. Keep in mind, Oxford University was founded very early.
Yeah.
It's a 1,000-year-old university.
Yeah.
So this part was there. It was just a meadow, and then it became a graveyard. Check this out. Not sure what this X-Man grave is.
Yeah, that's where Wolverine's gonna get crucified.
Charles Xavier.
And then I said, oh, okay, let's go find John Bergen. Sure enough, we found him, and guess what he did? He sat on top of his grave.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come
he
on.
He said, last time we were here, I rode the grave like a hobby horse.
What?
So he sat like straddled on top of it. I said, really?
Dr. Robinson. Look at David's face. Cut to David. he's appalled. So this guy was a huge John Bergen, huge proponent of the Byzantine text. Like
Right.
for a text critic, like this guy is extremely
Big
important.
deal.
Yeah, he fought against the revised version. He fought against Westcott and Horde and all that stuff. Now his methods I don't agree with, because he was sort of quite... he had a way of saying things that were very caustic at times.
Caustic? What does that mean?
Like really sharp and...
Oh, he was
dagger.
got a sharp tongue.
Yeah.
Sharp tongue, sharp pen.
Wow.
But his points were very accurate.
Uh-huh.
And his research was quite amazing.
And Dr. Robinson straddled his grave. He
Yes.
didn't show respect.
No. No, what he was saying was, I'm sitting on top of John Bergen's grave. In a sense, I am gaining on all his knowledge by osmosis.
Like, oh, I see. I thought it was
okay.
like symbolic. I'm building my work on his, but he's like, no, I'm just going to be silly at this dude's grave and
Yeah.
just.
Wahoo!
I guess if you're Maurice Robinson, you kind of get to
You
do
get
that.
to do
I guess
that.
you get a free
You get-
pass
you
to
get
do whatever
those
you want.
privileges, yeah.
But you didn't feel the need to sit on his grave.
I didn't sit on the grave, but I stood in front of the grave and I spoke in front of the grave.
Yeah.
And I did some filming and recording about John Bergen.
That's really awesome.
And the thing is, what many people don't realize is we think we have technology, we have computers, we have so much today, and so we know more than these people. No, these people knew. Like John Bergen knew his discipline.
Yeah.
For one, he was a single guy. You know, he was a single man, and he was very hardworking. So he poured his life into those manuscripts. I mean, I have pretty much all of his books,
Great point.
and he was a tremendous scholar.
I-
Tremendous. You can disagree with him.
Uh-huh.
People can disagree with him all they want to, but to say that he was not a scholar, I'm sorry, you don't know what you're talking about.
That's a great point, and I don't know how common that is today, where someone devotes their entire life only to their discipline. Because you know what I mean? We've got so much entertainment, and we've got so much so many options available for us for how to spend our time. We've got phones, we've got movies, we've got TV, we've got friends, we've got entertainment all out the wazoo. And I don't know how common it is for people, let alone scholars, but just people in general, to just devote their life to this one thing and become so good at it.
Yeah. John Bergen was like that.
That's incredible.
Yeah, just a brilliant guy. So it was great that I got to see that grave. But then in the list of famous people in the graveyard, there were two other names that caught my attention. And one I knew because Robinson had told me it's there, was this one right here. Charles Williams. Charles Williams was one of the Inklings.
Oh, with Tolkien and C.S. Lewis.
That's right.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Poet. So I said, oh, he's here? He said, yes. I said, I'm going to find it. Unfortunately, Dr. Robinson took me to the other side of the graveyard. He said, I know it's here. And there is a Charles Williams there. Wrong one.
So
I found the right one.
So that's the right one.
Because the pamphlet that you find hanging outside by the gate of that cemetery, it has the marking of Charles Williams. So he's like, no, that's not the one. It's back here. And sure enough, there was a Charles Williams.
Yeah.
But
not
some
the same
other
one.
Charles Williams.
I said, Dr. Robinson,
Gotcha.
I think from this map, this is the real one. And he came this like, oh, yes, that's the poet. And that's his, yep, that's the one. I don't know who I went to last time. Last time was like 20 years ago.
So is this the right one in the picture here?
The one I'm with is the right one.
Okay.
Wow.
What did he write? What did Charles
Williams?
Yeah. I mean, I know he was a poet, but hold on one second. Let me look because I feel like I've heard that name before.
Yes.
I've
Under the
definitely-
Mercy.
Okay. Descent into Hell.
Yep.
Place of the Lion. Okay. Do you think he probably reached that same what am I trying to say? That same popularity as Lewis and
Not
and Tolkien?
probably as I mean, even now as I'm saying that name, you guys don't know it.
Right, true.
And I didn't know much about him either. Just the fact that he was part of the Inklings was enough for me to go, let's go see it.
True. Great point.
Also in the same graveyard was the grave of Max Mueller. Max Mueller was a Sanskrit scholar.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And so we looked for that grave, couldn't find it. I gave up on it. I'm like,
You never did find it?
I didn't find it, but I think in the little video that I filmed right here, like this video right there, as we walk around, somewhere there,
It's in there
is
somewhere.
there.
Okay.
His grave is there. It's like old Celtic cross. But let me talk about what we did after that. So we did that, and then he said, "Let's go to Tolkien's grave."
Ooh,
I
yeah.
was like, "Yes, we gotta go to Tolkien's grave." So Tolkien's grave was at another graveyard, so we drove there, and walked, and I saw these signs everywhere. J.R.R. Tolkien, author.
Nice. Look, they got it in the font and everything. They had it in the Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the
font.
Rings
That was
font,
cute.
yeah.
Guess what? There it is.
Yeah, that's the
there
leaf
he
of
is. Yeah.
the leaf of Lothlorien.
Yep.
I love it.
And
They got the
It's Elvish, right?
yeah. This the leaf is yeah.
No, I mean like there's like Elvish, script down at the bottom.
Yeah, there's Gandalf.
Gandalf is
Look
there.
at that.
Somebody left this. Somebody left coins over there, and there he is.
Wow.
And with his wife, Edith Mary Tolkien, they used to call each other names like Luthien was his name for her, and her name for him was
Baron.
Baron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had like the little elvish names.
Yeah.
That's cute.
So he was Baron, she was Luthien,
I love that.
and so they were. But look at this. This is it.
That's it. There he
This
is.
is the guy
Wow.
who wrote
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Like
Fantastic.
today is like so popular.
Yeah.
But there's
100%.
nothing. It's like one of the graves in there. I would have walked right past it. Not
Yeah, that's odd that there's not more of a structure or some sort of
I would think
some
that,
sort
I
of
would
thing
think
built
like
up around
J.R.R.
it.
Tolkien's grave. That would be like the big selling point. Like you want to make this big, but I mean, it just looks like another,
there,
just
there
another
are
grave.
not as many people who go looking for these things like Nicole and I were doing, or Dr. Robinson with me
Wow.
and his wife. Not many people.
Yeah.
So as I'm here, I'm like, wait, let's look at who else is in this graveyard.
Yeah.
So sure enough, we looked, and I found Paul Moss.
Okay.
Paul Moss was a text critic. I don't agree with his philosophy of text criticism. It's like based on schematics. Schematics is like if we can line up these manuscripts, we can find dissent and all. It's not a very good science. But he was a very good text critic. And he was Jewish. Didn't know that.
Wow.
Yep. And guess what? Right there he is.
That's him.
There's his Paul Moss. So I took a picture with him and also filmed a quick video.
Wow.
So what makes him a good text critic? I know we don't have a ton of time, but what makes him what makes someone a good text critic even if their philosophy
wrong.
or methodology is wrong?
They need to know their stuff.
Okay.
They need to know about manuscripts. They need to know about the history of the text. They need to understand the difficulties behind retrieving the original text. They need to be familiar with the various methodologies. They need to be familiar with the manuscripts. Not every manuscript. It's impossible. 5,000 plus Greek manuscripts and 10,000 some Latin. I mean, it's impossible.
Yeah.
But at least be familiar with those things. They need to be familiar with the variant readings that are important. Not just the pericope adulterae or the ending of Mark or the Comma Johanneum. Those are easy ones. We know those are the big ones. But they need to know others.
True.
Right? Other variant readings, like the Lord's Prayer, or other variant readings like Mark 1:1, or Ephesians 5:30, with the
Right.
flesh and bones passage that I've written on. They need to be aware of these kind of things. And even I am, still in the learning and growing.
Right.
But when a person doesn't know those things, then they cannot truly call themselves
A text critic.
Yeah.
Even if they get I guess that's true because you can tell me the correct methodology and I can go out there and like repeat it and parrot it, but that doesn't make me a text critic just because
Right.
I'm correct.
Yeah.
Right.
I got you.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
So then we went out to eat at Subway, not McDonald's.
Not McDonald's.
We ate
Proud
at
of you, Dr.
Subway.
Robinson. We'll give you another applause.
One more round of applause.
Very
Got
proud
no
of you.
McDonald's for you.
This is the gas station that we went to,
Nice.
and got and
Bro,
and then
great curry in a hurry.
great curry. I didn't get the curry there, but I did get Subway.
It probably wouldn't taste good.
Yeah, I went back to Dr. Robinson's home, ate there, and relaxed. And then Nicole and I went back. We're like, okay, let's go back. Let's park at the same place we parked. We found a parking spot, and you could put in, money in the meter over here, like a computerized thing. Put the tag number in. You're good to go.
Yeah.
And then we came back. The second time we went to the same place, I was like, great, I found a parking place where I can do this. My number is already in the thing, and you cannot do that.
Oh,
So I
really?
got a ticket.
What?
Oh,
Why?
no.
For trying to park at the same place you already parked at?
Yeah, and getting permit and paying, but didn't realize you can only get it for an hour now. First time was 2 hours. Second time was only an hour.
Oh, I see. So you stayed more than an hour the second time.
Second time, yeah.
I got you.
First time, actually, we stayed less than an hour.
Bro, they always got to
But I
get you
paid
on
for
some
2
stinking
hours.
Yeah.
Second time, I stayed for 2 hours, but we paid for only
1 hour.
Can you just like flip flop them? Like we paid for that here.
I
and then-
wanted to. I was like, why cannot I get more than an hour? I'll buy for 5 hours. What about this?
Yeah.
I just can't. You cannot in their system, because people can come there and just park for the whole day.
Right.
You can't do that. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Any reason I can't do that? Or you just going to tell me I can't
You
do
just
it?
cannot.
Fair enough.
Welcome to England.
Welcome to England.
They will find you.
You just cannot.
They will find
Unfortunately,
you.
you cannot.
Be glad that you live in America where you can pretty much buy anything you
Land
want.
of free and
You
the
can
home of the parking.
Yeah, you can buy any favors you want to.
Yeah.
England is like, oh, we don't want your money. We want you to follow our rules.
That's right. This is tradition for thousands of years. And it's like,
And you will follow or else.
so anyways, so then we, but I parked there and I tried to get it more than an hour. Couldn't do it. That was a big contention between Nicole and I. Was like, I don't know. Do it. And she's like, I can't. It's not moving. I'm like, why is it giving only an hour? We got 2 hours last time. Why don't you get 4? I don't know. I can't. Long story short, we're like, you know what? They're going to have to just give us a ticket. I said, I hope they don't tow us away. I don't think they will. They didn't tow us away, but sure enough,
Put
there
a
was
ticket. They were just sitting there waiting on it too. They'd be just watching the clock, just waiting.
But when we come back, I want to go further, talk about Oxford.
Bro, let's do it.
Yes.
Oxford
So
University.
exciting. Hopefully no tickets in Oxford.
No,
No tickets.
No ticket to Oxford.
Very nice.
If you enjoyed today's episode, write in and let us know 252-582-5028. Or you can visit us online at clearviewtodayshow.com. Don't forget you can partner with us financially on that same website. Scroll to the bottom, click that donate button, and let us know it's coming from our Clearview Today Show family. Lots of great content coming your way the rest of this week. Make sure you guys tune in. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow on Clearview Today.